I have had these House of Hur blushers for about a year now. House of Hur kindly sent it to me, and at the time I was just swamped with my day job, content projects, other content projects, so I couldn't fit it into my schedule. Now that I have some time, I can finally try these out with you guys. So many. Hi, hello, 안녕, Ray입니다. 반갑습니다. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Ray, and if you don't know who I am, that's okay because you can find out more about me here on all social media platforms. My skin type is oily, sensitive, reactive, dehydrated, and sometimes, depending on the season, it can also be combination. Lipstick Rookie is a series on this channel where instead of skincare, I dip my big toes in the world of makeup. Specifically, how makeup can work for men on a daily basis. If this is something you're interested in, please smash the like button. I think by now we know what House of Hur is, but did you know House of Hur is co-created by Korean-Indonesian influencer Sunny Dae? Another fun fact is that my friend Namuna is the face of the brand currently. That is wild, but also like the coolest thing ever. She did a whole photo shoot with them, and if you actually shop House of Hur online or in an actual store, you will see those photos. From skincare to makeup, this brand has become a household name. In the skincare space, their weightless sunscreen and cleansing balms have become social media viral. And in makeup, these so-called blushers actually put them on the map. They call these blushers because they're more than just a blush. They're 50% skincare and then 50% makeup, making it a blush and I guess like a toner. That's why they call it a blusher. It's just like a combination of those two words. And if you look at the packaging on the side, it actually says skincare meets makeup, and that's kind of House of Hur's motto, or like their brand philosophy is to bridge skincare and makeup together. But I feel like that's always been K-Beauty's philosophy. It's that cosmetics or makeup and skincare are never separate. They're always kind of like intertwined in some kind of way. And I feel like House of Hur just kind of reminds us of that fact, how K-Beauty is the best of both of these things and is never just one or the other. The skincare that are in these blushers are for hydration, mainly from the panthenol and the hyaluronic acid. It even has tocopherol to help with post-UV ray care. But because it's very hydrating and not fully a blush, many people on the internet have said that there's just not enough pigment when it comes to these blushers. So today, my job is also to test out these blushers to see if what people say online is true. Let's see if there's any pigment to these blushers. My goal here is to review these products with you and to test them out with you on camera, like in real time. That way you'll know what to expect with these products before you spend your hard-earned money. With that being said, let's go. 우리 가자. Onto camera 2. We are in a different angle of the room because I like standing when I try products. I don't know why. Ever since like I got this like taller tripod, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so much nicer to like stand while trying products. For some reason, sitting there trying products to me just never made sense. I know it sounds weird, but like, I don't know, do you guys feel the same way? Or is it just me? Probably just me, right? These are the blushers. Oh, I can finally show you guys. So these are the blushers. I'm so excited, y'all. So many to try. So these are roughly $15 each. However, if you're someone who shops on YesStyle very often like myself, you can probably find these for about $12. I usually see them go on sale for about $12. If you can find them for $10, great. If not, $12 is where I would say like is a nice sweet spot. I would never pay $15 at full price for these. I'm just putting it out there before I even try them. I don't care if they're really good or not. I don't think I've ever paid full price for anything. It's always going to be on sale. It's always going to be some kind of discount. Listen, we all work hard for our money, okay? Oh. And currently there are 11 shades. I have 6 of the 11 today, and they are from ranges 1 through 6. Currently there are 11 shades, or I should say color, right? Are these colors or shades? I don't really know. Again, Lipstick Rookie. I'm gonna call them shades and just pretend like that's the correct term, but there are 11, and I have the first 6 shades here with us today. The first one is Nude Beige, the second one is Deep Plum, number 3 is Rose Brown, number 4, which I think might be my favorite one because it's Lavender Flush, and then we have number 5, Peach Coral. Last but not least, number 6 is Cherry Blossom, which I think might end up being my favorite one because Cherry Blossom, come on. I feel like the brand, the marketing, the aesthetics of Cherry Blossom, it's just just me, okay? It's really up my alley. I also checked the ingredients list and so far so good. There's no fragrance, so I'm not expecting any kind of like irritation, sensitivity, because listen, I don't care how great your product smells. If my skin is allergic to your fragrance, I'm coming after you. Let's just start with number one. Chronological order is always safe, right? In terms of packaging, I'm just like wielding my scissor in front of you, oh my gosh. In terms of packaging, it does have a label here that tells you the color, but there's also like a perforated edge over here right above the barcode for you to just kind of like run a blade over it, or you can even use your fingernails, but I would like to use my scissors. Ooh, that is so satisfying. Nude beige, let's open this up. All right. It does have an inner protection cardboard here to make sure that the container is not messed up, because this is glass. I don't know if you guys can tell from the sound of it, but this is glass. It is so pretty, oh my gosh. This is actually very close to my skin tone. It's almost scary how close it is. Wow. Thumbnail. Like I said, I love that it is a glass packaging, but it also comes in a pump. And I feel like the pump definitely makes everything a lot more hygienic, also more convenient when you are using it. Now I'm just gonna open up all the other boxes of blushers as well. This one is Deep Plum. Ooh, this one is pretty. Ooh, I like this color. This one is Rose Brown. It's so satisfying every time I just jam my scissor in there and just cuts cleanly. I love that. Ooh, what's this one? Rose Brown, okay. This one feels a lot more cool tone, I want to say. I feel like there's a little bit more gray in here. What do we think so far? And this one is Lavender Flush. I like this name a lot, Lavender Flush. Also, why is this one so much more difficult to open? This one, I want to say, is the most purple in terms of shade among the others. Oh, it's stuck in there. Ooh, this one is really stuck in there. I guess I'll take the whole cardboard out. Yeah, okay, this one definitely has a lot of gray in there to get that purplish color. You can't really tell on camera. Camera has a really bad color profile sometimes. I feel it makes everything a lot warmer, but this one is actually a lot cooler compared to the other shades. This one is Peach Coral. From the looks of it, this one seems to be a lot more cool tone as well. Oh, actually, you know what? No, this one's a little bit warm. Okay. This kind of matches my lip color. Cool. And last but not least, this is Cherry Blossom. I also like the name of this one a lot. I love Cherry Blossoms. Wow. Cherry Blossom is also a lot cooler tone, and I don't understand why the shades don't range from like cool to warm or warm to cool. They kind of just like jumble all around. So I'm like, what's going on, House of Hur? I just feel like there's no system to how they name things. It's kind of like it goes from warm to cool to warm to cool to neutral or whatever. But yeah, Cherry Blossom seems a little bit cool tone. There's a lot more gray in here compared to the others, but definitely not as much gray in here as like the Lavender Flush color. Again, I'm gonna swatch them all for you, so don't worry. And I'm also going to try them on my skin. I'm gonna pick like maybe just a few colors to put on my face, and I think like maybe I'll do one face with like BB cream and then the other face just like fresh bare skin, so you guys can see how it works on makeup and also works on natural skin. Before I try the products, like in terms of swatching it, I also want to test out just how viscous and like what the texture looks like when it comes to these blushers, because they're so interesting. Like I said, they are skincare and makeup at the same time, so I feel like this won't necessarily feel like your usual liquid blush or even like the foundation's kind of like texture. I feel like this is gonna be different, so I'm really excited to see what it's gonna look like and also what it's gonna feel like. All right, I am zoomed in. Let's try this out. I will try it on the back of my hand first. Ooh, hold on. It's a little bit messy when it comes out, so just be careful. This texture is nice. It is not as runny as I thought it would be, even though it's supposed to be like skincare, right? Like skincare makeup. It's not as runny. It is still pretty thick in terms of body. The viscosity is really high up there. I want to show you guys, hold on, like a darker again. I just want to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, in terms of texture, like I said, it does have some body to it, but it's also not like goopy. It does err on the more liquid side of blushes. It is, as you can see, look how hydrating this looks. It just looks like colored water. Very, very cool. I'm gonna remove this and then I'll apply all the blushers on my hand just to kind of like swatch it for you guys. I kind of just wiped it off on a tissue, but I want to show you guys what it looks like on paper. that's what it looks like. It is very pigmented. I'm gonna use the HUR cleansing water. I'm gonna show you guys. You guys have seen me use this in many Lipstick Rookie episodes already. This is my trusty cleansing water. I love this so much. It's actually my first cleansing, no, it's my third cleansing water I've ever used in my life. And I like this one the most. Second would be like Pyeongkang Noodles. Drench this tissue with the cleansing water. Watch this disappear. Ta-da! All gone. A little spot on the top I didn't even notice. Now it's all gone. Woohoo! All right, cool. Now we're gonna apply this on the back of my hand, both hands. I'm gonna do 3 here to show you guys the different colors of each of these blushers. Number 1, we have, once again, Nude Beige. I'm gonna apply it here. Ooh, I got it everywhere. Oh, this is not looking cute. Maybe I was wrong about the pump bottle. I feel the pump just makes things messier. We'll do this swatch like this. Once you kind of like really just blend it out, it is very sheer. Not gonna lie, it is a little bit sheer for me right now. But I suppose that's okay because it is just a blusher, right? Next up, we have number 2, Deep Plum. Ooh. Okay, this one is clean, okay? I'm so glad. This is Deep Plum. Oh, it is really crimson. Wait, this one is definitely a lot more noticeable on my skin tone. So far, so nice. Next, we have number 3, Rose Brown. Ooh, that was perfect, actually. That was one little plop. Okay, Rose Brown. Oh, that is nice. Oh, I like this one a lot. Oh, 너무 좋아요. That is really nice. Number 4, Lavender Flush. I am so excited for this one. Ooh, oh, it is pretty. Very cool tone, but very pretty. Blend this, or swatch it, I should say. Wow, it looks really nice on like my skin tone of my hand, but as you can see, my hand and my face have 2 different shades, right? 2 different tones to it. But I like how this one shows up on this, okay? Like this color. Very nice, very complimentary. Let's move on to number 5, Peach Coral. Peach Coral, I feel like usually is my safe bet when it comes to makeup colors. Makeup colors, what? Like lip color, blush, or whatever. Usually I go for like the coral colors. I find that if something is warmer, it works better with my skin tone. I feel like I'm olive/neutral most of the time. Okay, this is Peach Coral. Oh, that was nice. That was so nice. Let's swatch this one. It almost feels too bright though, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I feel like it's gonna be too noticeable. I like something that is more subdued. I feel like if this shade were to be on my face, I would look like I just got punched. I don't want that. Last but not least, number 6, Cherry Blossom. Now, I already love Lavender Flush, but I think so far, I like this one the most. What is it? This is Rose Brown, I think. Let's see how Cherry Blossom looks. Let's swatch it out. Whoa, wait, actually, you know what? Hold on. At first I was like, the Cherry Blossom looks really good. And I was like, wait, it looks good in the camera. But in person, this one is definitely way too cool tone. It's almost very like chalky and ashy on my skin. So I don't think I'll be using this one, but I think I'll use it for science. Okay, so these are the shades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, take a good look, take it all in. 난 귀여워? Alright, I have a dilemma, y'all. Originally I was thinking, okay, let me do like this side of my face with BB cream so you can have like base on and then put the blusher on just to see how well it works on top of like base makeup. But now I'm thinking like, I want to try more colors on my face. I don't want to just choose one. I want to choose all of them, if not like at least 2, 3 shades of the 6 I have here. Because I do like Nude Beige, I do love a Rose Brown, and I want to try Lavender Flush just to see how it looks. And just for fun, I want to try Cherry Blossom on my cheeks, but I only have the 2 cheeks on my face. I don't want to go cleanse my face because I'll have BB cream, and then once you put the blush on, you'll have to take the BB cream off if you were to cleanse it. So I was thinking maybe, okay, the side with the BB cream, which will be this side, this will have the shade that I believe is going to work best for my face. And then on this side, I think I'm going to choose maybe like several shades to test it out because it's bare skin. I can always just wipe it off and then try another shade on top, right? Am I a genius? I think I'll do rose brown, only because I feel like this color just speaks to me the most. I like looking more natural than I do very dramatic. You guys already know that. And then I think for this side, I'm gonna try Nude Beige first, and then wipe it off. And then I'll try Lavender Flush, wipe it off, and then I'll try the Cherry Blossom, and then wipe it off, okay? Sounds good? Because I feel like this shade is just way too much. What's that called? Peach Coral is doing way too much. I can't. I don't even want to try. The second one is Deep Plum, so I don't even want to try that because that's just way too rosy red. Okay, I'm gonna go wipe these off. I love this cleansing water. Demo this one more time. So satisfying. I trust this cleansing water with my life. It's so hydrating and it's not desensitizing. There's like no sensitivity. I love it so much. Now this side. Y'all, look at that. Not a stain left behind. Oh my gosh. You are beautiful. Okay, do you guys remember this BB cream by Hamish? Literally, I was like one of the first person in the US to try this BB cream, and I think like our video kind of blew up, guys. So I guess you can say that I made this famous. I'm still using it today, as you can see. Oh, it is so messy. Ugh. Yuck. But this one is a darker shade. This is 25N medium. It is summertime, so my skin tone is a bit darker. So that's why I can use this. What I would do is I just kind of apply it on the back of my hand. That is more than enough for half a face. I'm going to take my spatula and just like blend it. And then I'll take the spatula. This feels like the first couple of weeks when I did Lipstick Rookie. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, and now I know better. And then I'm gonna take this from the spatula and just like apply it on my face. I feel like that one pump was more than enough. Look, I'm able to cover up all this. I don't think I'm gonna do my forehead, because really that would be a waste of time. Oh, it's so satisfying. This is definitely one of those K-beauty techniques that I truly enjoyed, and I'm glad that it kind of just stuck. Like, this is a technique that I just will forever keep using. I won't stop doing this. Oh, just look at that. I still have a lot left. I can definitely do this side too, but I don't want to. I'm just gonna work it in. Look at that texture. Okay, we said we're going to do rose brown on my left side. This is the side that I want to test out the blusher on actual foundation or some kind of like base makeup. So we're going to try the rose brown, which I think is going to be my favorite and best shade. Now, do I know it's going to be my best shade? Of course not. We're going to find out now. Now, instead of just like, you know, pumping it directly on my face, which you can do, and I've seen people do that already, I'm going to apply this just on the back of my hand, so that it can actually warm up a little bit before it goes on my face. Because I feel like that's gonna make a difference, right? Once it's on my hand, it's already starting to melt a little bit more. Blend it out a little bit with my ring finger, very delicately. And then I'm gonna apply it on the areas where I want the blush to go. And then just start blending. It is subtle, but it is so pretty. Oh my gosh, it is very hydrating. You can feel it through the BB cream. What the heck? It is very dewy, but it's not like, you know, greasy looking. Yeah, it's definitely on like the more subtle side of blushes, but I feel like that's kind of the point, right? Put a little bit more. And mind you, I can already feel the blusher kind of like melting with the BB cream, so it's kind of like incorporating it's into the BB cream, which I kind of think is nice. And just look at this area where, you know, you see it's not catching as much light, and because it's not catching as much light, the pigment does show up a little bit more. Over here, obviously it's going to be a little bit more blown out, and if I darken my setting, you will see more of it here, just a little hint of it, right? Because I did load up a lot of the products on this corner, right? This is kind of like where the blush really should go. I say this as if I know what I'm doing. I'm not Robert Welsh, okay? I'm not Edward Avila. I'm not Sean Hyung. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know when things are pretty, and this is pretty. Ooh, 아주 아주 좋아. Just by applying this on BB cream, I am convinced already that this blusher is gonna work really well on bare skin. I can't wait, okay? This is what it looks like, all right, with the blusher on and BB cream. Then we're gonna try the blushers on this side of my face without any BB cream. You can see this is my natural skin, right? You can see all the blemishes, dark spots and stuff. Actually, I wanna show you guys, because I was like wiping off the gunk on my finger. And so look, it did transfer some of the BB cream over because I don't have a fixing spray or even a setting spray. So then the product actually just kind of melted with a foundation, if you wear foundation, or in my case, the BB cream, and it just became one together. I think that's just something interesting I want to share with you guys, okay? Oh, let me make it a little bit darker. There we go. You can see it now. A little brown spot. Now we're going to move on to the bare face, right? This is number 1, Nude Beige. I do want to try this color out on my bare skin. Like I said earlier, it almost matches my natural skin color. I think that's actually really cool. So earlier when I applied the blusher on this side with, you know, face makeup and stuff, I warmed it up on the back of my hand, right? So this time on bare skin, I want to try just with the Nude Beige to see texture-wise and the consistency-wise and viscosity-wise if it will change the process or the application process if I just apply directly on my face. That's a lot. It's really messy, y'all. Maybe I don't like pumps. Okay, so here is the blusher already on my skin. I'm just gonna start blending it out. That was definitely a lot. It feels like skincare. It feels like a serum on my skin right now. Like if I were to be blindfolded and you put this on my skin and then I start touching it and start tapping it in, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a very, very nice serum to have. And then when I open the blindfold, I'll be like, oh my gosh, this serum has pigment to it. As you can see, very, very hydrating. Can you guys tell how hydrating this is? Now, if I step away like this, you can see that there is more color. Now, I feel like it's just a little hard to control without foundation. On bare skin, it just kind of just moves everywhere and I'm like, oh my god. But also I feel like because I applied it directly on my face, that kind of just centralized a lot of the pigments over here. And when as I blended out, the blending didn't really help because when I start blending, it already starts to spread on its own. And so it was just really hard to control. So I definitely don't recommend applying this directly on your face. Definitely warm it up on the back of your hand. Another reason why I like applying it on my hand first and then applying on my face is that I get to just dab and then apply where it needs to go. Pumping it directly on my face just kind of centralizes a lot of that product in one area, and then you're gonna start moving it around, and by the time you start moving it around, it's like, no. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take off some of the pigment. Now, I don't know if this is gonna show up on darker skin because I feel like this one on my skin tone, it just looks already very dark, right? It looks like I have a patch here. So I feel like on darker skin, this might not even show up though. Now, they do have other shades and I don't know what the other shades look like, but out of all these shades, I don't think these would show up on dark skin, which is really unfortunate because I feel like makeup and beauty should be universal. Anyone should be able to enjoy the same product. All right, I think dabbing it with a little tissue, taking some of the pigment away, which I did, right? It looks a little bit better, but I'm not convinced this is my right shade. It looks more like a bronzer than it is a blush. So number 1, Nude Beige is not gonna be for me. Okay, I took off the Nude Beige. I'm gonna apply Lavender Flush right now. Really hoping this one would look better, but I'm gonna do my method, which is to apply on the back of my hand first and then to my face. Just a little bit. Dab, 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 and then apply. Oh, this one has a better payoff in terms of like the pigment, and I like this color a lot more. And I'm surprised because this is more of a cool tone. Oh, ooh, this color is really yummy. It's very pretty. I like this a lot. Okay. Lavender Flush, you are for me. Am I right or am I wrong? Oh, and it's still so hydrating. Oh my gosh, I love that this is so hydrating. It just feels like a serum. It's very subtle. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed. I love the subtlety. I like it. Actually, the back of my hand, as soon as I start, you know, swiping all of it off to put on my face, it is actually really sheer of a finish. Like once you take the pigment away, it just leaves you with this very hydrating kind of finish, but it's not sticky. It's very mattifying. It's very interesting. Wow, I love this. This is beautiful. Very, very nice. So that was Lavender Flush. I'm so glad it actually worked out for my skin tone. Who would have thunk? last but not least, I want to try the Cherry Blossom because for personal reasons, I like Cherry Blossom a lot. Once again, I'll apply it on my hand and then on my face. This one is a lot more chalky, so I'm a little bit scared. Look how, oh, it is so pink. But it doesn't really show up. Oh wait, no, it's starting to show up. Ooh, here we go. Oh wait, literally the two shades that I thought would not work for my skin is working for my skin as a blush. Hello? And this is why I am lipstick rookie. The shades that I thought won't work for me are working for me. It's so subtle. Like, this is perfect for me, okay? I don't care what you guys think, okay? Because some of you guys are like, I like the colors like super pigmented. Okay, fine, great. For me though, oh, this is perfect. I can wear this like on a daily if I want to look more alive. And I like putting it here just to kind of give me that little shine because it's so hydrating. Once you're out of the light, you have the color back. Am I just in love with, I'm in love with this, oh my gosh. Y'all, this is perfect. This is perfect. Yeah, no, this is literally a product made for me. Someone who likes subtlety on his face. And look, this is the rose brown, right? This is the rose brown. Look at how it just set. It also gives me like that lifting effect here too. Look at the cut. Look at that. That cut, hello, that cut is just from the blush. Namo yapuda. Ooh, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. There you have it. On this side, fully done face, right? I guess you can call it that. The blush is on top of makeup. What do you guys think? And on this side, blush is sitting on top of bare skin. What do you guys think? You have come to the end of this episode of Lipstick Rookie. I had a lot of fun testing out these products with you, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. A big thank you to House of Hur for sending over their blushers for us to try. 감사합니다, House of Hur. And I just want to say I'm so sorry that it took so long for me to try out your blushers. I know it's been almost a year, so again, I'm very sorry, but I really hope that this video makes up for the lost time. I will leave all the product links in the down bar below for you guys to check out in case you guys are interested. Please help this channel grow by subscribing and sharing this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time, but until then, be safe, stay hydrated, and most importantly, be gentle with yourself. I mean it. 안녕. Come back for more. 주세요, 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 주세요.